we're working with the Ohio Soybean Council to highlight the important relationship between soybeans and Ohio agriculture livestock. Hello, I'm Matt Reese. I'm the editor for Ohio's Country Journal. Today, I'm talking with Emily Battilega. She is the Director of Sustainability with Trillium Farms. Welcome, Emily.
Thank you.
So first off, Emily, can you tell me what the Director of Sustainability does for Trillium Farms?
Yeah, absolutely. So sustainability for us means the care of our people, our planet, and our poultry. So I focus on those three things, and really sustainability is about being in business for the next 50 years, or 100 years, or 150 years. So what I do is I look at things from a different perspective to make sure that all of our practices come together to make us a successful business. So I look at our feed and nutrition. I look at how we care for our birds. I look at our packaging. I look at our resource usage, and also how we treat our people and our community.
That's a lot. You got a lot going on there. But you must be doing something right, because last year at the Ohio Poultry Banquet, Trillium was awarded the Golden Feather Award for sustainability. So some of that good work you're doing is definitely showing up here in Ohio. You're based in Oregon, by the way, we should probably point out. How does that go from conceptual to what you're doing to in play here in Ohio?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we were really honored for that award. Part of what Trillium Farms wants to do is to be very forward thinking about sustainability. So we're really focused on putting together a data collection system so that we collect all of this data that relates to our people, our planet, and our poultry, so that we can evaluate that for where we are today. And then when we make improvements, we can focus on looking at how the data reflects all of the improvements that we make. So that's something I'm really proud to be a part of. This position came into effect about 2 years ago. We decided we wanted to focus on sustainability, and we knew that my role could have some value for the company. So I've been doing this for almost 2 years now. And like I said, I'm really focused on building our baseline, figuring out where we're at so that we can make changes for the future.
Now, you can't be sustainable on any kind of farm operation if you don't have healthy animals, or in the case of Trillium, birds. You got to have healthy birds, and that includes good nutrition for those birds. So how does all that work together within the bigger picture of sustainability?
Absolutely. So feed and nutrition is actually the biggest external impact to our sustainability program. So when talk about our environmental impact and our greenhouse gas usage, feed is actually the biggest contributor. It's about 70% of our total footprint. So feed and nutrition is something very near and dear to me, and making sure that we have the best feed and nutrition for our birds so that we care for our birds, but also we're making sure to have a minimal impact at the same time. We don't have all the answers yet, but that's definitely something we're looking into and focusing on.
And a lot of sciencey stuff goes into finding the best feed for those birds. And you guys work with a nutritionist. How does that relationship work? And how does that nutritionist really pouring into those birds in terms of the best possible diet for them?
Yeah, absolutely. So our nutritionist is actually an in-house nutritionist. She's part of our company. She's part of our everyday operations. And as with most companies, whether they have someone in-house or outside that they consult with, we formulate our rations on a regular basis. So we're constantly checking in with our birds and figuring out what nutrients they need at that point in their life. So whether they're young and just arrived to the farm, or whether they're in the middle of their lay cycle, every point in their life, they're looking at a different profile of nutrients that they need, which is actually pretty awesome, because even us as humans, when we feed ourselves on a daily basis, we don't usually have every single vitamin, mineral, and nutrient needed for where we are today in our life. So that being able to do that for our birds is kind of a cool concept.
Mm-hmm. And soybeans, of course, are a really important part of the feed profile for poultry production, especially. Why are soybeans so important?
Yeah, soybeans are really important for us. They're such a high quality protein. Our birds need about 20 to 30% of their diet to be soybean meal. And if we had to use a different source of protein, we would have to look at sourcing it from somebody else very few ingredients have the same profile as soybean meal. So we would have to either source more ingredients or they wouldn't be as high quality. So we're really thankful to be in Ohio with such high quality soybean meal production. It's one of the reasons we're actually in Ohio. It's a great place to be.
How does the sourcing of those soybeans and that soybean meal go in Ohio? There are a number of places and sources for that in Ohio. How does it work for Trillium?
Yeah, so we get the soybean meal product already in the meal form. So we don't necessarily get direct from farmers, but we get it out once that oil has been extruded. But we get it from very local. It's about a 50-mile radius of our farm where we source from. So that's very close to our farm. When we get it, we do testing on it, and it always meets specification and it's just a really good high quality feed ingredient for the birds.
Now, can you tell us about the operation at Trillium Farms in Ohio and what we're looking at there?
Yeah, so we have two operations in Ohio for Trillium Farms, and each of them has their own feed mill. And so we have laying hens at both, and we also have what we call pullets, which are baby chicks to about 16 weeks of age. So that's like our teenage chickens. At all these different farms and operations, we have the birds laying their eggs, and then we process the eggs, whether it be graded into an egg carton or broken into a liquid egg product that might be used for food production.
It's been a pleasure talking with you. I've been talking with Emily. She is the Director of Sustainability with Trillium Farms. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.